What was
pretty
in the
much.
box?
Just a photograph.
Ooh, a
Well,
picture of what?
most of a photograph.
Oh. Oh, that's wow, I can't remember the name. Freya and the science chick. Who's that though? Aw, did they? There's crabs.
Did
on the
Freya
ceiling.
paint those animals on her ceiling?
They're kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger. Do you think this was always supposed to be a
I don't know. It is.
No windows either.
I'm not clicking on the big painting
Freya's
on
plants.
purpose.
They must not need sunlight?
Not yet at least.
Do you think this was always
I don't know.
No windows either? Drawings taped up on the
What's
wall.
that one on the left?
Looks like two people. One of them's holding a red rose.
Showing Fifi and drawing is Hawkshaw. That looks creepy without colored eyeballs. Red Rose and Fifi. Can I look at these little paintings in there first?
Do you think this was always
I don't know.
No windows either.
Okay, big
A
painting.
painting.
Why would you want it looming
Maybe
over
Freya enjoyed the
the
atmosphere.
atmosphere of chaos?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck to it. Lines have been drawn with black, with ink around the edges. So it's the labeling parts of the thing. I have a text message. Who is texting? Okay. Okay. It labels part in the mountain. Is that part we're gonna have to check out later?
There's no natural light in
I
here.
like it.
Okay, I don't know this. Let me go back here.
Books about geography.
Skip.
Books about space.
They're relatively untouched.
Books about geography. Skip. Ooh, plants.
Books about nature?
Why is the bug all gone?
Books about insects.
Well, theoretically, there's not a single book on that shelf.
Huh.
What about the book on the ground?
A book? Fundamental entomology.
I guess somebody dropped it.
What's that?
Is that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
Ooh, what is it? Ooh, it's the towers. Oh. Oh. It looks like that it's a snow globe and a snow globe. Like, this is a snow globe, the big thing, and then this small one is supposed to be another snow globe that cracked.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
That's kind of creepy. That looks like a snow globe and a snow globe. Check it out. Might as well finish the fellow side first. Oh, it's the man. Looks like an adventure.
Puffer fish?
Yes,
Oh, blowfish.
it's
Oh,
also a
that's
lamp,
terrible.
for some reason.
Ooh, map.
A map with a dotted line?
That's a very boring way to describe a treasure map. The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
Somebody added on Friendly style. What's this?
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's happy?
Well, the paints are right there.
Also,
I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Man, wait, so the mom has been hinting. Let's go for the thing. Yellow, blue, black paints are found nearby. That guy looks creepy.
A hammock.
I would politely describe it as,
Genie lamp.
It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
if we get really stuck, sure. That's a massive con. Do you think this little...
I hope so.
Oh, okay, check so there. Look, there's another map. Let's see.
Nice. A real treasure.
How do you know this treasure?
Why else would it be? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Oh. Oh, now I gotta figure
What's
this
the
out.
deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map, too.
Oh! I need to find where, it's a monster, tree island. Where is Monster Tree Island? Okay. Okay. Up close X. So, 1X, 2 monster, 3 island, 4 tree. So, 1X. Or the mountain is... No, the mountain is slightly further back than that. So... That's the only one it could be, though. Right there. Oh, but there's birds, too. Oh, jeez. What about if we look at from the other direction? From here. Starting there. Down. There. Are there ripples of waves specifically on it? No. No. With... Yeah. These three, right here. Confused at how this works, though. A, B, C, D. Yeah, but cool. At like H6. What? What's the last? Because if we look at, if we rotate it like there's that out front, monster, that, bird's, tree. And X marks the spot on H6. Oops, too far. Oh, north, south, east, west. West.
There we go.
Yay!
Perfect.
Alright, we good.
What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Oh. A pot of red paint and a paintbrush lay nearby. The brush has some dried red paint on it. That's the bird. That's Flora. That's... Where do the people we've seen so far? Yeah, that's Flora. I guess the blue bird's painted on this. Well, that's kind of creepy. Just a little bit. Let's talk to this guy now.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer slash treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
Well, have
And,
you now?
if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora
Ooh.
the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's...
I'm back.
Working
can
on a
comment that, you can
project.
Yeah.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower.
Hold on, pause. What
I
I
didn't
missed?
hear anything unusual.
I went into the only room left in cookies.
I'm assuming you had like a break at one point, right?
Or
Or did you just go?
I after I finished the room we were in, which I did, I figured out the paintbrush puzzle, which took me freaking forever, and it was really annoying, and it was really obvious in my face, but I couldn't figure it out. I went, "Oh, I'm stupid," and I figured it out. Inside was a picture with three girls on it of the girl that was murdered, because I can't remember her name, the sciencey chick, and then the third chick was like ripped off the picture.
Okay.
Like she was gone. Like it was just those two girls. Like they try to remove a friend from their friend group. After that, I clicked on the big painting, and there was a scaled down version of like a picture of she took the mountain, and then there was like how you like draw a little circle on it and then bring it out and you write a note about that certain part of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was like.
Okay.
But no words, just 3 points to different things. Here, hold on. Let me finish
What
the conversation. I'll
qualifies
just
is
show you.
unusual.
What have you got?
Is this the first conversation you had since finishing that puzzle?
Yes.
Okay, what's this guy like?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the
okay.
air.
Here's an
Malevolent,
explorer.
perhaps.
He's the one who says
uncertain
about the secret passages and
as
stuff like that.
life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So looked
somebody
out
walked all the way
into
downstairs,
hallway.
completely calm and
I
collected.
got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the
And
floor
then
below.
the second person was Poppy.
Didn't
that
know
walked
what to
down, and
make.
She went down
to be
to go
honest,
get her friend.
I thought perhaps
the
she had a
biology chick.
disagreement with Fitz.
So somebody walked down in front of her,
close.
completely calm and
So
collected.
I looked into his room.
Is that the first odd thing we know about?
It was empty,
Yes.
as was the garden beyond his window.
Oh, so the
Back
garden's
in the
out there.
hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted
Yes,
her.
that's correct.
We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor.
Wait, shouldn't Felix be there?
Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there
Oh.
already.
Okay, here we go.
Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Wait, but Poppy
And
went down. How was
including
she there?
Not I. I stayed.
She went down to get the
Flora
microbiology chick, and then she came up. She came back up probably whenever he was checking.
So everyone's alibis, so everyone's like, what everyone says they were doing checks out so far.
So far.
But who is that mysterious person then?
Yeah, that's what we need to figure out. Everything else checks out
It
except
was
that.
Freya.
Anyway, yeah, the rip photo. Here's the rip photo. Hey, that diary looked familiar with the star in the background of it.
Mmm.
I didn't mean to click X twice, but okay.
Freya has neck for days.
Secret diary right there.
Uh-huh.
These are some drawings. What you saying? Hawkshaw? Looks really creepy without pupils. These
Honestly.
two, Red Rose. Where the Red Rose? Have you seen the Red Rose before? The only thing that's colored. Red Rose on the monogram.
Yeah.
Or the whatever it's called. And then Fifi.
Homophobe.
Oh, I guess if I click it, it's just right too.
But where was Freya on the night
This
of
is
the
the
murder?
photo of the painting. This is what I'm talking about. How like it looks like. It looks like a mountain shooting into like the sky or something. Okay, now I came to his room, and this is on his workbench. This is him,
Okay.
and there was a. Okay, so that was right there. That's a generic treasure map. This was a
We already solved it.
pain in the butt. That's what was inside of it.
Okay.
Bird, Flora chick, girl who was murdered, and I don't know who that is off the top of my head.
And the bird has blood on it. Or red paint.
It's red paint, yeah, that's why I also was suspicious about that too. Other than that, like all this stuff is hanging from the ceiling didn't say anything about it. Really.
Is that a guitar clock?
It just tells me about it.
It's a barometer.
I've never seen
Oh.
a barometer that wasn't broken. The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just
I
me.
think
It's the actual hull of a ship.
Can I click on the tiki?
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of
Oh.
Ooh, shelves, sorry.
the entire room is made of
Oh,
wood.
it's not just
Oh,
it's the
so
actual
what I
hull.
want. Okay. That's all that's in this room. I decided to just finish. So the entire fellow side of the house is cleared.
Okay.
Oh, look, right for the gardener's room. Fitz's, right? What's the other room across from that? I
Yeah.
have a feeling that's where that puzzle would
Well, it's someone's room. We can't go in there right now.
be. Yes. Did you just click the bottom one?
Yep.
Right there.
Piano. Music room. Glass.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
While it is the music room, he's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
A shiny statue of a strange creature is holding a large hoard. There is a noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's hoard. Inside the hoard and on the ground below are various shards of cracked glass. What does that mean?
I don't know, maybe something is inside of it. Click some of the hanging.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Try the papers on the ground and stuff like that.
All right, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion.
Are you a ghost?
Sally, that's rude. Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
I was about to say.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Ooh.
You get on with the fellows?
Two of them, Fifi and Freya, are my closest friends.
Who's the
We all
landlord?
turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, If you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away, definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what
So
happened,
she was the third friend.
I really
Maybe.
don't want to stay here much longer.
I thought about that, yeah, too.
Where were you yesterday?
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I
That checks
totally
out.
forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way, so I went back upstairs and out
Which-
into the moonlight garden.
Yeah.
The
That
what?
doesn't check out.
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
According to Fifi,
Was it
she
just you up
pounded and
there?
yelled at her to come out.
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
Maybe this will make
Oh,
things
yeah.
Fitz
clearer.
and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound.
Okay.
Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal,
Huh.
but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked.
This
Nobody
checks out
was
right
answering.
here. This checks
I
out.
knew Freya
This
and
is where
Flora
he
were
kicked
both
the door
supposed to
down.
be in there.
And then
So I made Fitz kick down the door.
So far, this
I went
checks
into-
So
out.
I made him kick down
Freya
the door.
was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her.
Ah.
See, this
Eventually
the,
she
the
let me
early.
in.
That was earlier.
The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall.
She didn't
My
mention
father
the
was
punch.
there too, for some reason.
No.
The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of
Notice how the
scientific
professor was by
test.
the egg?
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Who hired us?
All right. Poppy's bedroom is
Okay,
unlocked.
don't leave just yet.
I wonder
I
what's
want,
in
like,
there.
Like, try. No, just click on, like, one of those things on the ground will give us something.